It's Fat Albert. Now I'm gonna sing a song for you. Alright, folks. Yeah. We get this here video all made up. Get everything going. Good. It's good. And what we're gonna do here is I gotta read the chat. So just want to sit here and talk with you guys for a little bit. Don't know how many showing up in here just yet. Put in our passcode so we can open up our computer. Go to BoobTube. We're gonna switch off of my account. We're gonna go to Miss Amy's Grow 420. We're gonna see that Arcane Buds is up and running. We're gonna go there. We're gonna hit my boy baked beans. All right, now you can hit mute. There we go. There we go. Yeah, Beans. Now I'm just getting everything situated, getting everything up, and look at you. You jump up in here. Yeah. That's my boy, Catherine. How you doing, Catherine? Good to see you. Yeah, I could say Miss Amy, but it ain't her. I'm just using her channel so I can see the chat. We try to figure it out so that we can see the chat without having to look at a phone and going, what'd they say? Yeah, it's great to see you, Catherine. It's great to see Beans. I mean, come on, man. Two of you legends right there. Right there. But yeah, man, you guys know I had to restart my one seed, right? I hope you guys know that. If you don't, well, I had to restart it. My River Market Slushy. I had to redo it. The seed, it wasn't taken off. As you've seen from the other video with it being planted. Okay, that was being planted on the 6th. And today's the 12th. Yesterday, I threw that seed away. That one other seed. Let's see. Gerber. Good morning, brother. Wishing someone live, and here you are. Yeah, it's weird because, well, let me get back to what I was saying first. But then I took that seed, threw it away. It wasn't doing nothing. And yesterday, I popped another River Slushy Market. And today, it already has a nice little tail. And instead of it being curled around the seed, it's actually going down. So, it's actually doing good. And we'll be transplanting that probably either tonight or maybe tomorrow. So that's great. We're going to have two 37th parallel in that tent that are regular seed. We're going to have two of the Northern Quirks, which are photoperiod regulars. We're going to have two of those in there. And now we're going to have, I heard that this here is a Kansas strain, if I'm correct. It's a Kansas strain. River Market Slushy. Okay? So we will be having two of those finally in that friggin' tent. Yes. So I'm excited about that. Hello, Wayne. Reborn. How you doing, Reborn? Reborn. Yeah, yeah. To all my stonies. I'll show you that seed I got already. Oh, fuck. If I can sit here and walk. Right here. Okay. That's cool. Well, right in here we got our seed. It's in there doing its thing. I don't want to spill it or nothing, but just in case we can get it in there till we can see it better. Trying to peek over the There you go. You can see the seed right there a little bit. But it's got a small taproot, so it's going to go back up in the shelf. But I wanted you guys to see that's going to be all taken care of. We're going to get that done. We're going to have 6 regulars inside that 1 4x4 tent. We will be having, don't even think about it, Lucy. Don't think about it. Get that shit out of your mind. Come here. Lucy. Let me go close the cupboard. You little turd whacker. No, you're not going to jump all over everything. You're not going to jump all over me. Because you're a little wingnut. Yes, people, I'm talking about my little fur baby. Woo. Okay, but now, somebody said about, oh, I was hoping that there was a live, and hell, there you are. Well, what I did is I ran through everything, and I was looking at people's channels and going through them. I was giving likes and trying to leave comments, and I seen that nobody's live. And I'm sitting there thinking, what a good time to get up there and smoke out with you guys a little bit, talk to you guys, you know, and try to enjoy this here day with all of you the best I can. Okay, I'm an idiot. And if you're smoking, smoke it up. All right? But yeah, I saw that there was nobody on. I said, man, you know, let me try to get out here and do something. All right? So here I am. And here you are, which is even better. Let me see, what has everybody said? Yeah, Beans, don't forget to hit the like. I agree. Beans, good morning. Reborn, drying clothes for wife before I go open restaurant. all right. Doing some laundry, that's cool shit. When, if your wife ever leaves you, it better be a good damn reason you cook and clean. Yeah, a lot of folks do. A lot of folks do stay up late. I know I stayed up with a couple of them, and I'll tell you what, man, that was hard on me after I did it the first time, and then the second time, that shit was like hard. It was hard because it's like the next day I'm sitting there trying to get shit done. It's like, oh, I was like dragging. I felt like that old cartoon bear. That the only thing he did was mumbled and grumbled and everything else trying to get sleep. And everybody kept fucking around outside his den. I don't know if any of y'all remember that. But yeah. You know, it was fucking beast. I love that old cartoons like that. Miss Amy should be waking up here soon. Hey, Arcane, you should go live on StreamYard, even if you don't let people up. StreamYard uses AI to make shorts out of your lives. Then link the shorts to your live. You'll have more content. Only problem with that is, Beans, that would have to go onto my cell phone. Okay, and if I'm using my cell phone for doing this, because I don't have a computer camera, I don't have a computer microphone, nothing like that, because I got my TV hooked into the computer. That way my TV is actually my computer screen. And it's the only way I can make it a smart so-called TV. But, yeah, I can barely operate this phone as it is with the lives, and every now and then I'm able to get it to where it goes horizontal so I can record properly. Yeah, exactly, Beans. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know how to use half the shit that's on my phone as it is. Yeah, I mean, I was getting them little shorts that it was making, that YouTube was making with it, but it's like it stopped all of a sudden. You go on StreamYard and start a live. Okay, wait a minute. Wait, okay. So I download StreamYard on my phone. All right, then I click on StreamYard, and that will start the live for me onto YouTube. Zelan sister, how you doing? Yeah, I can't go to StreamYard Live website just yet. I can't do that. If I do, this live would die. Okay, it's not an app. Yeah, ain't that a pay service though? Don't you have to pay for it? And then if I do get somebody up, I would have to figure out how to do this here phone to be around it. You sign up with StreamYard on the website. Then you click live. Then it asks what platform. You choose YouTube. Then go live. It's free. Oh, okay, okay. That's what I was asking about. If I went on to StreamYard, if it would take me straight into the YouTube part. Okay, so it will by whenever I choose the platform. Just the AI shorts. Yeah, but brother, man, you know how awesome that would be to have like you up here with me. You know, to have someone like growing old up here, um, Ogo, or just any of y'all out here, that'd be beastie. That's why I'm scratching my head over it. So I'm gonna have to do it after this live. After this one here, I'm gonna have to do that. Give that a shot. Okay. Eventually, you will learn the rest of StreamYard. You gotta start first. Right. I get you. On that. Bam, man. See, that was just some fucking information I didn't even know, man. Yeah, right. See, that's what I was hoping, man. I can have it for like up on the computer. Okay, because I was thinking maybe then I can see it a lot better and stuff like that. But everything I'm doing is like literally through my. If you email me, I will give you my number and you can call me and we can work through it together. Oh, okay, yeah, man. We could do some shit like that. The kids are taking finals, so my day's kind of free. I love that, Beans. I love that. Man, you've always been a brother, man, from the get-go here. You know? Quite a few of you have. Fucking Gyro. Hey, how you doing? Welcome, Gyro. It's not hard to do once you get it. You're gonna love it. See, that's my problem, brother. I'm hoping that I enjoy it, but I don't fall in love with it. Because if I fall in love with it, man, I'm gonna end up wanting to pay for a whole big giant fucking package. And yeah, they have minimum days all week, 12:30, and 2-hour classes a day. Okay. Okay. Hello, Rampage. Welcome in. I just Brian F. How you doing? GSW, Golden State Warrior. Rampage. Warriors for Christ. Salute, big man. Congratulations to you, man, standing up for Christ. Putting your faith out there, letting it be known. Hell yeah. We're rocking with you on that. Hell yes, brother. Yeah. So let's give a shout out to the CS crew, the Chief in Session. Token it up. Big shout out to them. The Ogo Army, the Ogo crew. Whoa. You know they got what's going down. To the growing old family, any of y'all out there, I know you're out there for the growing old. So yeah, for all the growing old fam as well, and to all of you, my brothers and sisters as well here, y'all are beast. Y'all are beast. I can't even go live and bring you up and we work through the StreamYard. That way I can see what we doing. That would probably be easier. Yeah, that would probably be easier, Beans. That'd probably be easier. Let me see, it's going on 10 o'clock. Be right back. Hold on, stay here. I ain't going nowhere but the bedroom, and I'm not taking you in there because that's where my wife's at. Hey, Giggity. Going on 10 o'clock. I know you were just up. That's why I just came in here and decided to wake you the rest of the way up. Giggity. All right, we're back. She's already in there going, I'm already up. I'm like, yeah, I kind of heard that. Dog went out there and was acting crazy. I guess jumping around, but he was doing a ton of barking at the door. And it was just our mailman. Laugh my fucking ass off. You funny. Rampage cheers. You think so? Beans is hilarious, man. I'm going to tell you what. Especially when you get him and Day One and JD together. Oh, my God. You might as well call those three the ICP, man. The Insane Clown Posse. They crazy as fuck. Tell me you're not, Beans. Tell me you, Day One, and JD together ain't. Yeah, you can't. That's what I thought, brother. That's what I thought. But I didn't want to sit. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying, brother. You know exactly what I'm saying. Some shit you can play off. Some shit you can brush off. But there's some shit that just stick to you like flies on shit. Calyx. Shit, you should see my cousins. I am the calm. Oh, hell no. I can already imagine. I can already imagine. You sitting there saying that. You should see my cousins. I can already imagine. Calyx, you beast. How are you doing this morning? Dragon Grows 420 spew in that fire from over there in the UK. Woo! Glad to have you here, brother. How you friggin' doing? Yeah. See, there's part of that Ogo and CS crew right there. Just what I was giving that salute to earlier. Hell yeah. Man, you guys won't believe how I feel already. That cat's gonna whoop your ass. You go fucking with it. My cousin Rob, as in my last live, everyone went crazy. They was like, Cousin Beans is wild, Beans squared. From a scale of 1 to 10, I'm at a 10, and it's 6:40 in the morning. Wow. That's good, man. Yeah, he called in the West Coast, huh? Yeah, I know a little bit about that West Coast, man. I used to live down there in that 714. So I know a little bit about that. You know, ran around Sacto quite a bit. Lived all over, well, basically lived all over California. You know, having coffee and dabs. Hey, Calix, that's what I was just getting ready to do. That's why I poured some fresh alcohol down inside my alcoholizer. Because, you know, I want to do a little love with y'all. 6:40 in the morning, sack. Yep. 3-hour difference, my man. 3-hour difference between you and me. And what's in between? So many distant, so many lives. Okay, I went back to some old school music. Back to some old Rainbow. Frijoles! What's up, West Coaster? Garage Grow! Woo, woo. Yeah, man, I'm very thankful for a lot of y'all folks, man. You guys don't realize the information you got. You know, you guys really don't. You guys sit there and think that you're talking like little itty bitty minute little drops of nuggets of info and shit. But you guys don't know how big a lot of that info is that you think is nothing more than just a nugget. Alright? What's a nugget to you? I tell you what, man, y'all motherfuckers opened my eyes. Y'all opened my eyes to a lot of different things that I never realized before. You know, really, y'all have. Hey, Daco Grow. Thank you for joining us here. Thank you for joining us here. Yeah, we appreciate it. One more quarter. How you doing, my man? Meantime, while we're talking, we're getting a little bit of love heated up. I got to get something a little bit different for me because this here, this is my wife's pipe, and I don't like it. A little too small for me, a little dainty. And I'm always afraid of busting something dainty. But then yet I get something big and it takes me about 3 months, 4 months, something like that, and I end up breaking it. So worried that the dog is going to break it with all his rowdiness. Yeah, well, this is basically my wake and bake since I normally don't hit nothing before 10 o'clock in the morning. But, I got it from my brothers and sisters out here. It feels a bit warmer. While that heat congeals. Damn. It's random. Some days I'll wake and bake. Some days I'll wait a couple hours. Yeah, Calix, that's me too. Normally, the only time I ever really wake and bake is if I ain't feeling good, and I'll wake and bake. Or, you know, we got some beautiful people like all y'all. Yes, Catherine Coffee. But for the most part, I normally don't even try to smoke until 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Bearded Buds. Good morning, my brother. Glad to have you. I am honored with your presence. Whoo! But I ain't got no music playing in the background, nothing like that. Which I'm gonna try to get I'm gonna be getting a hold of my boys, the Regulators. I'm gonna get a hold of Randy Smith because this band, the Regulators, they were originally known as the Smith & Wesson Band out of Los Angeles, California. Technically, out of Carson, California. Hey, thank you, Bearded. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get in touch with Randy. Hopefully he's not over in Israel. Hopefully he's back home here in the States. He holds dual citizenship now. His older brother was a door gunner in Vietnam. And that's how they came up with the song Loud and Proud. Okay, it was based on Dave Hughes. Great man. Big supporter of his little brother Jimmy Hughes, who actually died, who was the lead guitarist of the band Smith & Wesson and Regulators. And Randy Smith, who was adopted as a child and brought in the family. But he was the lead vocalist, still is the lead vocalist of the Regulators. But I want to try to see if I can get Randy's permission to play just one whole entire album on All My Lives. And let me see. Buds, is that you I see? Yeah, you see Bearded out there. Evening smoker here. Yeah, but Beans, I understand why you an evening smoker, brother. You know, during the day, especially on the weekdays, you know, you got a little bunch of hoodlums running around. Okay? You have to keep that head clear and keep them eyes open on these kids. You know, 1 minute they're here, next minute they're down there. So, yeah, I can see why you're an evening smoker, brother. And no, I'm not calling them thugs or hoodlums. I'm not. I'm just saying kids in general. All right? Little hoodlums. Always getting into trouble for something or another. Yeah, that part. Exactly. You need that clear head. Got to have your shit on the swivel, man. Because kids are quick. I don't give a damn what age they are. The younger they are, the faster they are. You know? I think it's because they could dart underneath your legs and under your feet when you're walking, just like a dog does. And just zoom around and shit. And you're like, what the fuck? By the time you look this way, the kid's over here, you know? Social smoker, if you're smoking, so shall I. Oh, hell no, Beans. You do need that clear head, brother. You do need that clear head when it comes to kids. Yes. And no, I'm with you on that, brother. Exactly, Dragon. He's a legend. Well, I'm awake. I only smoke when I'm awake. Trying to figure out how to smoke in my sleep. I will keep everyone posted. Hey, I got an idea for you. I wouldn't suggest doing it because I don't know how that would actually work. But get you one of them CPAP masks, but get the full one that comes and covers your whole nose and mouth and shit while you sleep. And have it in a fucking pump that's pumping all the weed smoke directly to you. Kind of like a mask that you wear. Oh, yes. 4G. All right, 4G. Glad to see you. You know what I'm saying about being able to smoke it while you're asleep? That's the only thing I can think of. But then I'm also thinking too, if you're laying there sleeping and you're getting all this smoke in you and you ain't getting no air other than that, couldn't you hypothetically get unalived from smoke inhalation? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't claim to be a doctor. But, yeah, it does seem to reason. Not if you're vaping. Well, you ain't going to be able to vape if you're asleep, dude. But if you're wearing a mask, and that's all you're getting in there is just the smoke. That's why I was curious. See, I know it may not seem like a lot to you guys about that little bit of information, but for me that means a lot because that's something that's in my head now. That's something that I'll sit there and be thinking about. That's something that I'll actually check into. And it's like, what happens if you do this? What is the... Lucy! That's twice with the avocados. One second. Hey, thought you were getting up. One second, folks. I gotta pick up some stuff off the floor thanks to the cat. No. Oh. Yo. Well, there's one pear. There's 2 avocados. Oh. I can't find the other pear. I'm hoping the dog didn't eat it. Avocado from Mexico? Actually, I don't know. I didn't check. No sticker. Yes. Yes, 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 you are correct. A product of Mexico. So yes, the avocado is a product of Mexico. A Julian fishy sense dragon. Yeah, I brought in the mail. I figured that's what it was when he was out there barking at the door and waking you up. Since my boy Beans can't do shit right now.
No, he's at work.
Yeah, he's at work. He's at school. He's doing his thing with the children and getting them their education, helping guide them on their way through life, being not just a teacher, but a mentor at the same time. And I'm going to tell you what, folks, that's what we all need in this damn world, is more men stepping up and getting involved in young men's lives and guiding them in the right direction to go. That's what we all need, is more men like Beans. Alrighty then. Oh, you get there about 7:30 in the morning. Oh, okay, you're still at home. Well then, brother, like I was saying, man, since you can't, I'll do it for you. Alright? I got no, it's okay, man. You don't, no, it's alright, I got you. I got your bag, Beans. I'll smoke this for you so you don't have to. It's okay. I got you, man. I'm looking out for you. Yeah, exactly, Beans. Exactly, Beans. We do need more men in there teaching and mentoring these young men on how to be men. Because now I'm going to speak from previous experience. I grew up as a ward of the state, foster home, all the way up until I was 11 years old. I was just getting ready to turn 12 whenever I finally got, let me say it this way, I was put in a home I should have never been.
Safe.
Okay, my brother and sister was safe in that home. No, I wasn't the one that was safe in that home. But at least they were safe. But that was, we were put back with my mother. So, yeah. And then once I turned 18, I was no longer a ward of the state. Otherwise, the government no longer had any say-so over where I lived, how I lived, or whatever. You know, no more people come knocking on the door. Well, how was they today? And then you have some scab who's into voodoo, witchcraft, black magic, red magic, practice seances, and just having the people over a barrel where she knew exactly what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. And nothing was ever done. Even with all the abuse. Abuse. There we go. I said it right. One time in band camp. Yes, it does, Bearded. Yes, it does. So, like, for me, whenever and my wife will vouch for this, brother. I found it very hard to believe how families can love one another. And I mean, literally, it's still hard to this day. You know? Because there is some PTSD there from it, no doubts. But I'm thankful in a way because it shaped me to be who I am. You know, I basically and still do fight on a daily basis to rise above all that. All right? It's a never-ending battle. bought the house next door to my parents and the house I grew up in. So now my two sons are right next door to Grandma and Grandpa. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. You know, it's like, as much as evil as my mom did, you know, I still long deeply, down deep inside, for her, for one time in my life, to say three words to me in my life. And she never once said it. Not even on the day she died. But it's good. It's good. And that's why music was such a big part of my life. So now you guys know a little secret about me and why music is a big part of my life. Because it was music, surfing, skateboarding, roller skating, you know, getting high. That was my family. You know, it wasn't the people I was born into. Yeah, exactly, Catherine. You know, it's like I can say, keep on acting like a fool, kid, and your ass is going next door. I can deal with that shit. It's like my grandkids live right across the creek from me over here. All right? And it's like, Mama's already told them, yeah, you got Ozzy's phone number. You guys act up, and he calls, you know what's going to happen. They don't like Grandpa coming after them. They don't. Actually, no, dude, I did not get to skate with the Dogtown Boys with Tony Alva and all them. No, I did not. I so fucking was hoping for it. You know, I was further south than where they were. Okay, Dogtown Boys, they were up here. I was like down here. But yet we're all still in the LA District area. All right, Beans, yeah, because we're going to definitely have to do that, man. I want to try that so you can, like, run me through that. All right? So, yeah, we can deal with that, brother. Yeah, you be safe there at the school, man. Be safe, keep your head on swivel. I'm getting this here going for you. I'm trying to anyways and trying to keep up with chat. But no, but even though I didn't get to skate with the Dogtown Boys, I did get to hang out a little bit with Robert Bartholomew, if you know who he is. Dane Kealoha, I got to hang out with him, if you know who he is. Yeah, Blaze, I'm getting it heated up, Beans. You know, so even though you may be walking out that door, that smoke gonna follow you, brother. I'm gonna let that smoke follow you. Yeah, if you guys know anything about surfing, then you would know who Dane Kealoha is and who Robert the Rabbit Bartholomew is. These guys are big wave surfers. They surf the Bonsai Pipeline, you know, places like that. Which last name? Kealoha? Or Bartholomew? Kealoha? I think it was LOHA, something like that. You know, babe, can you look him up on your phone? He's a big Hawaiian dude, man. Dude is a monster on the fucking board. Yeah, something like that. Kealoha. Yeah, Dane Kealoha. He actually had or had some cousins that had a what is that called where you sell food on the pier? They had a shop. Yeah, Dane Kealoha. He's a beast, man. He's a fucking monster. But they actually had a his cousins, I think it was, had the a shop where they sold like seaweed wraps and shit like that. You know? And there's a lot of Hawaiian food, and it was just like beastie, man. And there was photos of Dane and Robert and everybody else that was up there on their wall and shit. And I'm like, well, how do you know Dane Kealoha? And they're like, it's my cousin. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. He said, stop by in an hour. It's about an hour later, Dane Kealoha was standing right there at that shop in Los Angeles, California. What, babe? You were going to say something.
All right. He passed away in 2023.
2023 passed away.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. Who are you? Woo. Yeah, I used to have autographed surf photos from Surfer Magazine and shit like that, where Dane Kealoha had went and actually signed them for me. Had pictures of me and him together on the pier in Redondo Beach. But that was back when I was like 14 years old. Something like that. So that was a good 47 years ago. And another person, you probably wouldn't believe it, that loved to surf, would be Mike Lookingland. He was, most of you guys probably know him better as Bobby Brady, who played Bobby Brady on the Brady Bunch. His father was the dean of principals at my elementary school. And that's how I met him, which was really fucking cool. He was way older than me, by about like, 6 years? 5, 6 years older than me, some shit like that. But it was still cool, man, because he showed me how to do a lot of things with surfing as well. He surfed. Oh, you're making you some slaps. We're trying. Well, you having any problems with that?
My only problem is remembering which way to put the paper in when I print them.
Ooh. I ain't got nothing for you, buddy boy. Beans is gonna try to show us how to do the StreamYard.
Cool.
Okay, from the phone.
Cool.
And he said what we'll do is that we'll go live or something like that. Printer fish. Oh, he's having
Yeah.
printer issues.
Yeah. The only problem with making them at home is the amount of ink you use.
Well, you would still well, just think if you go and have them made, they're going to use the same amount of ink. Yeah, they are. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What kind of printer issues do you have, and what kind of printer? Because maybe my wife can help you with that. There you go. Well, what are you into, Bearded? Besides growing, smoking, and hanging out and saying, fuck the world. A printer fish. A freaking thirsty one. It must be sucking ink.
Exactly.
Yeah, because Bearded, here's what I was thinking. All right, because I went on what I like to do. Yeah, it goes through ink like fuck. I bet, dude. Especially when you're doing that high definition glossy ones.
Yep.
That will really suck it. But I like to play World of Warcraft. All right. And when I play World of Warcraft, I'm always an arcane mage. So I'm like, what the hell, man? What would be a good way to say what I like, come up with a logo, and shit like that. And I'm like, let's combine World of Warcraft with cannabis. For my Grow Adventure, I have a second channel for arrowhead hunting. Blind Neil. Hey, Blind Neil. You said, well, at Catherine Lutinsky, you just don't let up with the fish crap. Take care all. Oh, no, you didn't shoot fire bolts. You shot fire balls. Okay, that was a fire mage. Yeah, but that's how I came, because you know, I wasn't a frost mage, nothing like that. But I know, but oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Shit, I fucked up. I forgot. Because back in 2004, when in September or November 2004, I think it was, when World of Warcraft came out, you could build your own tree, which means you can use fire, you can use arcane, and you can use frost all together. Okay, yeah, I remember that. because my main spec was arcane. And I loved using the Frost Blizzard for raining down, you know, ice from the fucking sky down on top of them. I loved using a little bit of the Fire Mage for the Pyroblasts, because those would sit there and just rock your fucking world. A Death Priest, you probably talking Shadow Priest. Because you have Holy, okay, which your Holy Priests were your healers and shit like that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I love playing a Shadow Priest as well. Whenever I do play a priest, it's a shadow. I think you're trying to test me, brother, to see if I know what I'm talking about. I think you're trying to test me. Yes, discipline was great if you needed a backup healer that can deal massive DPS. Okay? Yes, discipline was awesome. Holy, they can heal, but that ain't their main focus. I mean, they can DPS, but that ain't their main build. Yes, they can get shields and shit like that, swords. They can carry lanterns, books. It just depends on what you equip them with. And at that time, you had to, especially with the caster, and you're a healer, such as a holy priest, you had to heavily stack at that time what they called spirit. And now they're trying to bring back that spirit shit. Okay, what class did he play? What was he playing as a tank? I mean, back then, were you Horde or Alliance? There you go, Bearded. Well, yeah, that's because you got somebody who's a tank. That's why. You played Horde. Okay, that was back in the original day then, right? Is what you're talking about, back in vanilla. If that's the case for Horde, let me see. You had the Undead. You had Orc. You had Tauren. Because there was only like 5 of them. An Orc. Okay. An Orc tank. Yeah, I can see that, man. Because Orcs are big. They can be quick. They do hit heavy, man, when you sit there and blast them full of fucking strength. You know? You get their strength and their life up. They earn that name, Meat Shield. Yeah. They're the ones that stop everybody else. Like me as an arcane mage, I help protect the healer. You know, I'd stand back, I'd put a blockage right up behind the healer just in case they had a fucking assassin rogue or something like that will come after them. And if they try to pop in on them from behind, well, guess what, man? You're getting frozen. I can shield up my fucking healer and you're done, dude. You're about to get lit up. Because now I'm going to bounce your ass all over the place as an arcane mage. I had a few tricks that it was hard for rogues to get around. When Mr. Pandaria. Yes, that was right after Cataclysm. That was right after Cataclysm, if I'm correct. Cataclysm was actually the last time I played. Death Knights first came out in the expansion right before Cataclysm, known as Wrath of the Lich King. I'll tell you what, when that fucking release came out, shit skyrocketed with World of Warcraft, with Blizzard. But then whenever Cata, if you ever look at the charts, you'll see with Cata, it went woo. And then ever since then, it went down, 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 all the way up to now. I used to fucking hate them Death Knights, man, whenever they came in. And the reason was because in certain areas, no matter what, you get automatically flagged for combat. And of course, as you know, Death Knights then, when it first came out, started out at level 55. You had to have a level 55 tune, level 50 tune, to be able to make a Death Knight. Your Death Knight started out at level 50, but by the time you got out of the starting area, you were already a level 55. And if you were smart, you probably had about 40, 50 gold on you by the time you left that area. And then you had to pick, what are you going to be? Horde? You're going to be Alliance? Then you get spit on, apples thrown on you and shit like that running through the city. That was whenever they were having the Mr. T bombs. The grenades where you throw them at people and they'd get a mohawk. God, I used to hate that shit. Okay. Actually, at level 80, you wouldn't be a twink. You would just be fucking, you'd just be geared. You'd be heavily fucking geared. Yeah, remember, twinks are always at the 9 before the next level. That's the twinks. Such as level 19, level 29, 39. Yeah, 80 was the cap. Exactly. That was in Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah, the only thing you get then, you don't get twink. You just get max build. You get best in slots, everything, man, because you know every friggin' dungeon. And you just keep hitting them dungeons going after that shit. Or if you are into fishing in the game, I thought it was capped with legendary gear. I don't think legendary really came out at that time. I think it was in Cataclysm that legendary came out, and that started at level 80 going to level 85. Yes, you did raids and everything else. That's how we got a lot of mounts. Mounts as well, you know. Doing raids and shit like that on cities or whatever. Doing raids in the dungeons. Doing 20-man, 50-man. You know, shit like that. Getting all the best in slots. Exactly. to where you could just be like the commercial for World of Warcraft and be like that undead warlock, just walk by and just go whoosh and everything's dead. You know? 20 man. Yes. We used to love doing the raids on Icecrown Citadel at level 80. The gear that you would fucking get was just mind-blowing. And of course, it's the best damn dungeon. And of course, Icecrown Citadel, it had what? 3 dungeons. 3 dungeons in the front. And then there was one in the back. No, wait. That was Outlands. No, it had 4 dungeons at Icecrown Citadel. 4. And they were all in order. You enter the one area to go after these ones. Then you go in the other area to basically fight all them statues, kill them all, and escape the Lynch King, get back on the boat, and leave. And then comes the battle with the Lynch King. And at that time, the flooring would fucking drop. And if you weren't quick enough, man, your ass was over the edge on them raids. Oh, yeah, man, it's just... Wrath of the Lynch King was the last time World of Warcraft was any good, in my opinion. Now they got all that time walking bullshit. They got... It's just so much garbage. But your tunes are like fucking epic, man. Seriously, your tunes are like epic power. They're OP from beginning to end. And I don't think that's right. You don't earn nothing no more in the game. It's basically, here you go. Unlike in the beginning where if you wanted to go from, let's say, Valley of Trials, and you wanted to go out to, let's say, Gadgetzan, okay? You had to walk it. You had to walk that shit. Because first you'd walk up to the hill, Razor Hill, you click onto that flight path. Then you got to walk all the way back down to where the trolls are. You know, Zinjin Village or some shit like that. Get that flight path. Then you can fly all the way back up to Razor Hill. Then you got to go through that desert just to get out to where Crossroads is at. You know, that's a long walk that you got to friggin' do. Growing old, my brother, how you doing, man? Yeah, we're just getting involved in talking about World of Warcraft a little bit. But here, I'm going to empty this ashtray. Now, don't get it twisted. Miss Amy's sitting right here. Well, we appreciate it growing old, man. We really do. You know, you're a legend, brother. I'm hoping to get my wife over here on this side.
No.
Why?
Because my medicine hasn't kicked in or nothing. I'm hurting.
Dude, you can't say that.
I didn't think I said anything funny.
I just sit there and said that I wanted to get her to come over here on this side, right? And I'm sitting there taking a drink of my coffee, and the first thing she says is, "No, I'm not coming over there. My meds haven't kicked in yet." And she wonders why I was friggin' laughing.
I didn't think it was funny. It's true. I can't move ever.
Yeah, beans. Oh, hell yeah, man. And it's like, where did you need to go? Where did you need to go, you know? They still doing that today. The mages can still make a pretty penny, you know, in World of Warcraft, except for the portals. Because now every major city has the portal rooms. But there's still places that the mages can take people that others can't. That them portals won't. Hey Beans, we smashed that hit for you, brother. But I believe it's time to get high. Time to let that canna fly. Would have felt forward to clean this up a bit, huh? That's my dirt showing. What is it? My dirt. Got engrossed in the World of Warcraft is what it was.
Yep.
Yeah. Hello, Margaret. It's me. Yeah, I see you too, buddy. Yeah, you got my attention. You're a good boy. You gotta like back up. I know you're sitting there saying, "Dad, I want your attention."
Yep.
I know you're saying that. I learned that this morning, that's what dogs are saying when they come up to you and they look at you and they keep staring at you. It's because they want your attention, you know? And suck me sideways.
I heard it.
Yeah, why do I always do that with these pearls? Son of a cobbler maker's tuna. There it is. Woohoo! Got it. No. Thank you, buddy. Hey, Lucy. Ain't nothing on them water jugs. Come in here. They lost my pear. I love pears. Pears my favorite fruit to eat. I love pears. Oh, that's something that you can show everybody, babe.
What's that?
Show them what you just made and canned up. Yeah. She made some yummies. I know it, right? Exactly. It's Arcanine. Yeah, it ain't asinine, it's Arcanine. That's a good one. I like it. I like that. And then Bearded right afterwards, yeah, it's the adult version of Where's Waldo. It's Where's My Pearl? And I do that, man. I mean, I got a pearl. Now, by now, it's swept up and in the trash.
Yeah.
But, I know it, right? I swear, I swear it happens at least once a day. Where I end up, I'm cleaning things up in there. Next thing you know, I have one pearl. It's always one that likes to jump out. And it's like, oh! It's like, I don't think it loves me, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this segment of Where's My Pearl? And he who finds it gets a dab. I found it. Because suddenly, I have to get a new paper. Yeah, it does. It's tired of having flames stuck to its ass. It don't like being held accountable. Hey, did you guys hear what the DMV is talking about doing now all across the United States? And there's nothing we can do about it. It actually goes into effect this year. I think it's this month. You know, leave your opinions on this because I'd like to know what you guys think. At the age of 65, which is 4 more years for me, I have to go through a rigorous eye exams through the DMV. Even if I got brand new glasses on. And then they have the right to tell me if I'm allowed to drive, say, 2 miles away. Or if I'm only allowed to drive just in my neighborhood. It's coming to a city near you. I should say, it's coming to an DMV near you. You don't need a dab, Arcane. You're already hilarious. Hey, man, I try to be, man. That's how I cope with life. You know, I mean, I don't get too serious about a lot of shit. But if I do get serious, then it's something that really irks the hell out of me. And I just can't let it go. But I use comedy my whole life, just being an idiot and shit. You can drive without a license as long as it's for travel. Technically, yes. They cannot stop you from moving your property from one location to another location, as long as it is not in use for commercial businesses. But don't try it though, because your ass is going to lose. You're going to end up losing your driver's license. It's been done so many times. Unless you carry all that paperwork with you. Actually, I haven't seen it personally, but on YouTube, there was actual state troopers and everything else trying to yank this dude over. He had no license plates. He had no tags, no nothing, not even a driver's license. And they were trying to rack him on it. And for like 2 hours, they were coming and he showed them the law. And like he said, I'm just moving my property, something that I own, from one to another. I have free ride to use the road, which is built for us to do that. Gene! Hey! Yeah, it won't. I only seen it work one time, and that was on friggin' YouTube. This dude must have pulled out a, like, 7-inch 3-ring binder and literally handed the shit to the cops. No, right here. Here's the laws.
Yeah.
All right, Gene. I guess my dog pestering her to take him out this time. My dog's a little stupid. I'll run him, and when I'm done running him, he comes back in. Soon as she gets up, he will not want me to run him again. He wants her to run him. And he won't stop pestering until she does. Greasy tree seeds from a wet UK. Hey, right now, brother, I'd rather have that wetness instead of that cold out there. Hey, thank you, Gene. Greatly appreciate it, man. Hey, Gene, did you get that letter yet? Because I talked to my wife. She said, yeah, we sent that out to you. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I think it was Suka. I think it is. They just got theirs either today or yesterday. One of the two. They let me know that on Instagram. She's yelling at the dog. I can see my mail through the app. Oh! That ain't good. I feel for you, 123. Yeah, the way we normally tell if we got mail or something like that is that if we have mail, our dog will be at that door. He would, yeah, and he lets his presence known. You gonna hit it this time? No?
No, I'm gonna write this stuff down.
Novus Home Grower. How you doing, brother? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. Just to catch you up a little bit, we were bullshitting a little bit at first about some surfing and, you know, the 714 down there in Los Angeles, running around Sacto and everything else up there where Beans is at, running around that direction, you know, and went from there to, like I said, the surfing into World of Warcraft. So we just been bouncing everywhere to get you caught up. We had some legends in here named Growing Old. Big legend, that man. Big shout out to him, man. He's one of them that keeps this shit going, man. It's great people like him and Wendy. I was gonna say Wendy because that's how I actually pronounce it, even though it sounds like a bunch of wind. But it's Wendy. Yeah, sometimes I get speaking too quick that I can't even keep up with the words. All right, 123 Fat Buds. You be safe out there. get a little bit of love to all the fellow growers, my gromies, my brothers and sisters. Yeah. There you go. That'd be so awesome, man. I know growing old would do that with you, Beans. Hell yeah. Yeah, growing old's such a damn good dude, man. He would do that with you in a heartbeat. You know it. That's just my belief that he would. I ain't gonna speak for him, but that's just my belief. Because I know growing old's a beastie of a dude, man. Oh, there you go. Leo, you ain't gonna catch that cat. These cats are gonna whoop your ass, boy. Yeah. Ooh. Sitting here gagging. Right? See, I copy a lot about what some people do and shit. But I see that a lot of it don't work quite right for me. But one thing I was doing, and you guys seen in the live some of the titles where it said testing part 1, testing, well, not part 1, but part 2, and running a test, this, and how it ended, part 3. What I was doing, I seen whenever I did some lives at how they did. Okay? And I'm saying, wait a minute, man. If I do it this time, I'm seeing this here happen. What happened if I go over here and I do it at a different time? And I'm like, how can I figure this shit out? So what I did is I went into my analytics. All right? Because what I was trying to do was boost my views. Okay? Which would, hopefully in return, boost my subscriptions. Okay? So what I did, and this is what I was trying to test out with these 3 videos. All right. I went into my analytics. I seen when many of my viewers were on. I went into analytics, clicked on audience, scrolled all the way down, and it gives me a chart, a printout basically of when everybody's on the most. And when they're on, when many are on, and then when very few are on. So what I did is I'm like, what if I did a live or released a video? Let's say it's 1 o'clock that my last many viewers are on. But at noon, well, I did say 11 o'clock, right? So I'm stoned. Okay, 11 o'clock, many of my viewers are on. 12 o'clock, most of them are on. I would sit there and go live at 11 o'clock. This way I'm catching the many. And then I'm looking to jump by a bare minimum of, say, 20% in views when it comes to most of my viewers being on. Because now that's going to generate other people who are not subscribers, the way I see it, to be, oh, okay, let's go over here. Let's check this out. They got all these people over here. Look, what are they about? What are they doing? It might just be out of pure curiosity. But that's what I started doing. And that's why you've seen the times whenever I did these last three jump around because of the day. See, I was trying to work that out. But what I found out was that many of my viewers, most of my viewers, are, when they're on, there's other live streams at that same exact time where they're just killing it right here. Many of their viewers, these other live streamers, are on at the same time. So then I had to take into consideration some more shit because I never counted in the variables. All right? There's variables to everything. So when I seen that ain't working, that my views really dropped because it was basically with the algorithm and everything else, it was a massive battle. You know, we're trying to keep a steady flow of subscribers. Okay? Now, I'm not knocking nobody or nothing like this. This is what I have come to. This is the conclusion that from these tests that I've been doing is where it has led me. Okay? Then I noticed that a lot of people are up all night. And that's getting a little bit more. Well, after a while, it starts picking up a bigger following, but then it dies way off again. Okay? And now this here, right here, I went and checked. There's nobody doing lives this morning. So I decided, okay, well, let's try this out. Let's give it one more shot. I mean, before I even got things all set up, Galaxy Solutions, Chris Storm, how you doing? Tuna, the big T. Yeah, but all in a nutshell, there's no real answer. There really isn't. You just got to find that right time. But if you try to use your algorithm and your from the analytics and you try to use that, you're going to run into everybody else who's on at the same time. Okay? And the viewers, they're all being shared. But here I'm thinking this here earlier morning ones might be the key, which may be, babe, that variable. So now there's only one way to find out. We got to throw that variable into play. And so now we take that variable and we play it. We do it 3 different days in the morning, and we see what it looks like. And then we can compare that to when many of the viewers are on to most of the viewers. Boom, side by side. And then we can truly come up with a far better conclusion. Unless we run into another friggin' variable. What's up, Randy Groves? How you doing? Thank you for joining us. So, what do you guys think about what I said about trying to figure out how to get the best time slot or best views? It's not really much of a time slot, you know, it's just for views and subscribers. Because if you're out there a lot more, it's going to be pushed a lot more later. Right?
Yeah.
See, I just don't know if I'm reading too much into it or if I'm just overthinking it. Well, exactly, Calix, exactly. And that's what I was saying. Inside your algorithm, okay, it's like I can probably do it up here on this screen right here. I'd have to go to my channel. But let's do this so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, I'm going to switch off my wife's channel. So let me go here. Yeah, it sucks. I have to get into YouTube like this because I don't know how to download a friggin' app for it. Switch account. Let's go to Arcane Buzz 420. Okay, let's go to customize. Let's go to analytics. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can't because I can't see it on my phone. All right, now right here at the analytics, go over here to the audience. Click on your audience. Monthly audience 1.4K. All right, but we go down here to when your viewers are on YouTube last 28 days. Okay, and today's what, Tuesday?
Yep.
Okay, it's Tuesday, 11 o'clock. So, boom, right there. There it is. It's only many of your viewers are on YouTube. Right here at 2 o'clock, most of you are on. And then back on at 4. All right? So any of my best days is telling me is on Sundays. Anybody who would do a live, it's like right here. I would probably start right here, Sunday, 10 a.m. if nobody else is on, or if theirs is just about to go off. If they are, I'll wait till 11. Start here, and then let it pick up at 12 noon. It'll die down at 1, but then you can take a break and come back at 2 o'clock all the way through 6 o'clock, and that's when most of my viewers are on, from 2 to 6. Then I could take a break again if I wanted, right here at 7. Come back on from 8, 9, and 10. This here chart will tell you a little bit about what's going on. This is how I'm learning. Like right here, Thursday at 4 o'clock a.m., very few of your viewers are on. The lighter it gets, the they're on. The darker it gets, the more my viewers are on. Subscribed, 85.4% of you are watching it. And I'm thankful. Only 14.7 is not. And I love it that the female ratio is coming up. Hell yes. Hats off to female growers. Hell yes. We need to get, I like to see that number come up, man. More women up in here. Hell yeah. That's badass. Okay, but that's the way I was running my test and trying to get things taken care of. All right, there we go. There, now do you see where I was going with that? Dude, I tried doing that. I actually tried to do that. Weedaholics, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, WoW Classic, dude, that was, woo. I was hoping they would come out, and I mean, I think they did, was, oh my God, not Outlands. Even though Outlands was badass. I forgot the expansion where the Blood Elves, you were first able to play a Blood Elf. I'm just trying to read back on what's going on up here. So how you doing today, Weedaholics? But you see, that's what I was trying to do, folks, with that. I was just trying to figure out, there has to be some kind of shit going on that StarCraft. I've never played StarCraft, dude. I ain't into no outer space shit. You know, that shit just like, I don't know, it just, I can't get into it. It's like playing Star Wars. Base building and attacking. I don't know, I might be good into that. Is that like what is that, one player type game where you have to look at it like this? Or can I like scroll out so I can see everything about me and everything else? Oh, okay. So I can't like go up to somebody else and like just mug them? Okay. Scroll out to see your land and buildings. Lost my cherry. Had to get it lit. Oh, older game. Yeah, I definitely didn't play that then. Hell, I never had a computer until 2004. And it was almost 2005, basically, when I first got the computer. That was in, November. Oh.
They're safe.
See, now that there I might get into. I see the key word right there for me. Real-time strategy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you better think on your feet or you're dead. Yeah, I'll have to check. Do they have a free trial of it that you can play on the computer? Get high and be stuck on it. Yeah. Yeah, because I know, like, with World of Warcraft, I can sit there and play free up until level 20 right now. But right now, it's like they're blocking that from me until I actually pay the fucking price to play. Which, if that's the way World of Warcraft is going now, man, they can just go lick a lot of not a penis. Not a pen 15. That's it. You ready to come over here and say hi to people? You know, that camera arm swings, baby. Oh, yeah. She's giving me the look. She don't want me to sit there and swing the piss up a rope. Okay, that's probably where you get to play up to a certain level and stuff like that, and then after that you gotta pay. Yeah, that's how World of Warcraft used to do it. Twizzler. Right. Yeah, see, for that, for me, it would just be better just to have the subscription with that then. Because I don't like to think whenever I'm running into doing like a campaign or a dungeon or a battleground. I just know my role and I just know what I need to do and I just go in and do it. You know, I don't like to sit there and think, do I have to go into this one because it's free or do I have to go into this one because I have to pay? With World of Warcraft, I know at level 19 I can just run into the old school dungeons. That ain't no big deal. I can go into them ones. And that's all I need at that level anyways.
I'll come over there. You can heat my coffee up for me, please.
Yes, you come over here and I'll heat your coffee up for you. You're welcome. You guys get to look and talk to somebody that's better looking than this. Because I'm just a stop. It's like I had to use the restroom.
Oh.
So it sounded good. It's good. It's good.
I guess it's still morning.
Yeah, it is.
I was looking at the clock.
It's 11:10.
So how's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good this morning. I'm just, I don't know, feeling a little slow getting awake this morning. Got a few things to get done today. Got to get some packages ready to go out and stuff like that. That was too hard. Morning there, TZ. I guess I have to make sure I stay right here for a minute.
Yeah, dog got you in his mouth.
Yeah.
Here's you some fresh hot coffee. Oh, buddy. Keep the chiller. Oh.
So what are you all gonna do today?
Me, I'm gonna ride on heavy metal. Let me get everything straightened up so I can clean the pipe. Oh yeah. Singing like a God's feeling.
Silly.
I was born a dumbass. And now life is beautiful. I got a switchy rolls right there.
Okay, look, release. Thank you.
Now, I already asked you before. You said no, so I'm not offering again. If you want, you're just going to end up having to volunteer your words, or else otherwise I'm not even bothering to ask you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of my rules. No, see, I can't do that.
No.
He ate 2 1,000 milligram sativa gummies. I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. That sounded like me yesterday.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Had the laundry done, had done a pressing, cleaned everything up, done the laundry, watered all the plants,
Release.
fed the plants, ran dog. Yeah, I normally don't do that much in the morning. Oh, Neil. Holy shit, son. We know you're going to be banging. One of these days, I'm still going to try me some Girl Scout cookies, man. But I'm going to grow it. I have to grow it. That Gorilla Cookies, day one. Dude, I was just talking about you to Beans, man. I was just fucking talking about you. Now if JD shows up, man, that's really going to be a monster. That is, because I was just saying, man, y'all motherfuckers are crazy as fuck when the three of you are on a panel together, man. You guys are like fucking beasts. You, Beans, and JD. Yeah, man, we were just sitting there fucking talking about you earlier. And here you are. Look at that, man. Spoken to existence, as Beans would say. Speak it into reality. Me and our brother talk about day one, and there he is. Hell yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. Nothing but love, day one. Shit, brother, we're just getting ready to clean this here all up and do dabba-do-ya and get nice and dabba-delicious. Yeah. It's better than the average picnic basket, boo-boo.
Nope.
Hey. But he's sitting there going, Magnoni, what about the ranger? Don't worry about that ranger, boo-boo. Yeah, I'm smarter than the average stoner. Yeah. Just joking. No, I'm not. I'm not smarter than anybody else. I'm just older. Big difference. Hell yeah, man. Nothing but Canafan, brother. Are you going to be smoking with us day one?
No.
See, we know Blind Neil's going to be sitting there hitting up some fucking sweetness. Okay, let's move this alcohol to the other side of town.
Okay, I can't.
Leo, you got to leave Mom alone now. That's enough. Boy, you're about to get embarrassed.
Enough.
Stop it. Leo, you're going to have to calm down. Now you're going to stop and you're going to let Mom get up. Okay, you're not going to play this game. You're going to let her up.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Mom.
Yeah, that's all I can do is move away.
Okay, no, I'm not going to play with you, dude. I will tie your ass up. Go lay down. Stop it. No, we're not playing it. My knuckle's still fucking all sored up after slicing it up.
Oh, yeah, that's going to take a while.
No, earlier I couldn't hardly bend it. I couldn't even bend the knuckle. And then whenever I tried to, like it's doing now, it's shaking. I hope I didn't jack up a nerve in it.
You probably did. And muscle takes longer to heal than anything. So.
That's awesome shit, man. Fucking laughter is the key, man. Laughter is the key to life. When you're smiling, there's no time for worrying. When you're laughing, there's no time for crying. So it's always forward and it's never back. Positive thoughts. Not that we don't have our downfalls, because we do. And we do get those there sorrowful times. But when we do, we know we can always smile. And that will always come through it, no matter what. And if you don't believe me, but yet you believe what the Bible says, then believe in this verse. It shall come to pass. Didn't come to stay. It has come to pass. And that's some serious knowledge right there. 5 words that if you think about it, can change your whole day. Ain't no sense in worrying over something, because it ain't here to stay. Something better coming down that pipeline. You just got to keep your head up, chest out, shoulders straight, and moving forward. And you're never gonna fail, no matter what. I mean, that's a personal opinion. You know, and I know opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. But that's kind of like the rule that I live by in my life, you know. Be cool with people. Treat people with respect. And down that road, even though there's going to be, as we call it in the chats and stuff like that, some trolls in life, we don't let them stop us. And I ain't going to ever let one stop me. If I make you happy, and I make my wife happy, it's all that matters to me. I don't care if I make somebody smile for 5 minutes, 10 seconds. If I did that, I'm good to go. Because I changed that much of that person's life for the better, not for the worse. It's a positive! Alrighty then. Gotta love life. Alright, that's dying out. Tastes good while it lasted. So until next time, I'm going to give me another one. Not yet, though. Alright, day one. Go ahead, man. You got to do that shit, man. Yeah, we hope to see you again. Shit, man. I mean, if not here, we'll, end up catching you up there on your shows. Doing one of these numbers, going into rotations. Trying to keep up. But yeah, we're definitely going to see each other again, man. You damn well know that, brother. You damn well know that. You be safe, man. Thank you. She was letting it burn away. Singro. Cheers, brother. How you doing? So how's your day been going, Singro? You doing good this day? And what was that shopping TV thing show? The QNC? QVC?
Yeah, QVC. Yeah. What about that?
Oh, yeah, so it's time to just fucking sit back, put a heating pad on it, lean all the way up against the back of a couch or chair, sit there and smoke a little bit of that fucking in the couch, and just relax type day. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah. That's kind of my problem this morning, Sin. That's why I have trouble sitting on that couch. So that's part of why I'm not over there on screen.
Right. So let's, you can stay there. What we're going to do, babe,
Yeah.
okay, is we're going to do it QVC style type shit. All right. I'm going to be the hands that hold it, and you're going to be the voice that says it. Okay?
No.
Welcome to QVC, boys and girls. Yeah. For all of you out there who love to have that jam, love to have that jelly, either on your toast or on your waffles, maybe even on a pancake. How about a peanut butter sandwich?
Blackberry jam. Fresh made last night.
Get your choice.
Problem is, they're both blackberry.
Looks like it bled.
Yeah, they haven't even firmed up yet.
No, not yet.
Blackberry takes a couple days.
Yeah. Yeah, Frank R, this shit is fire. I had went and made me a peanut butter sandwich and shoveled some of this onto the other slice of bread, and dude, that sandwich was beast.
Yeah, you said it wrong. Sin said it right. You're supposed to say, but there's more.
Oh shit, yeah.
Everything, it had something with it. There's more.
But wait, there is more. Rhubarb for that man who doesn't have it all.
That's technically rhubarb pie filling.
Yeah, that thing. Alrighty then.
Yeah, Frank, I wish we could grow more berries here. We have a very small yard, and when the flood hit, I lost my big strawberry patch and everything, so we have to start all over. But what I do is in the summertime, when all this stuff is fresh, I buy it and clean it, and I freeze a lot of it so that I can make jam at the beginning of the year for my new season.
But wait, that's not all. One little topper for you all. Alrighty. Here we go, folks. Ready. Just when you thought you had it all,
There's something you may
there's
not.
something that you need. Ladies and gentlemen, frog balls. When life is like a red, red rose and you're feeling a little thorny. Frog balls for the win. The damn squirrels and chipmunks I constantly battle with, LOL, and I don't believe in killing them. But this year it might come to that.
Yeah, they can be horrible. And we have deer that come down in our backyard. If you've seen any of those videos,
But I can't shoot them.
Yeah, Arcane has a few of them on his channel, but yeah, they kind of wipe out things too pretty often.
I wish they would do it during the day.
Mm.
When I can.
Really see them, yeah.
Unknown caller.
Yeah, that way I can. What happened? Nothing. I'm just practicing shooting my bow. Hell yeah. See, if I had 2.5 acres of fucking land like that, dude, I'd be having me some fucking squirrel meat saved up, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, they do keep coming back. If they know that there's plenty of food there, even if you move them fucking squirrels, man, way to the other side of the property, even a mile away, they still know that spot. So unless that another spot is way better for nutrition for it to forage for, oh. Yeah, Georgia's not too keen on folks who are interested in the things that we are. Think I said it right without.
Yeah. Come on, I'm not playing.
Yeah, that's same way here in Pennsylvania. They used to be friendly towards home growers until March of last year. All right, cool. I'm glad I said it perfectly. And that is a good idea to do.
Yeah.
It's like out here, you probably get away with it for a little while until some trespasser who's in the wrong in the first fucking place sees the squirrels that are fucking painted, and then they call DNR on you, and then they invade your property. Oh, nah, man. If I'm popping out a paintball gun, dude. Nah. I'm just fucking one in the chamber, 3 in the slap.
Yeah, but that sounds like kind of fun to try and paintball the squirrels. Because, that would sting really bad, and that would chase them away.
That could actually break a bone in them and make them suffer.
Small.
Yeah, they're a small animal. Look what it does to our flesh. Well,
close up, you can get a nasty bruise.
You get jacked up by them fucking things, man.
Yeah. But let's face it, it would be good, fun.
Or, just pepper spray that area with it. Use pepper spray bombs. You don't have to hit the squirrel.
Yeah, just
hit near it because they don't like that shit.
I was just gonna say that would chase them away.
Exactly. That'd chase them out.
Yeah. Like I said, I think pretty much the first time they got hit with anything, they would be gone for a while.
Yeah, they wouldn't be showing up in that area. They know that area is going to be.
Danger.
Yeah, just mark all the trees around there with it. Just doosh, doosh.
But
Them squirrels will start getting out of there because they don't like that smell.
What's incredibly funny is that domestic dogs and stuff, you have them in your yard, they run everywhere, but the rabbits and things like that, yeah, they don't even care, though. I mean, no. When I was a young, we had a cage built, a kennel for our dogs that was a wooden fence, and the darn rabbits built a nest right on the other side of it. And when the babies came out, they came out into the dog pen. I don't understand why they're not afraid.
Leo, that's enough. I said it was safe. Get over here. Get in there. Hey, this way. We ain't gonna have you barking, man.
We have a groundhog that has part of his tunnel comes out into our backyard. He's got tunnels all over the dike up there. And it comes out into the yard and it wipes out veggies and things sometimes.
Yeah, and it falls out there with the fucking bow. Whenever if I see it when I'm with the bow, it's gonna get drilled too.
Yeah.
Boom.
But even the dog chasing it doesn't deter it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna have this year. That ain't gonna happen. I have to get gravel. I have to get a whole bunch of it. That's gonna be fun. Because I want to get that base made out there in the yard to raise everything up at least about a foot.
Oh yeah, the cement. And that.
No, not the cement.
Well, yeah, but I know what you're saying. To be able to.
I'm just gonna board it all in, and then I want to fill it all in with gravel.
Yeah.
All right. Then I want to put some 2x4s here going up in sections. This way we can hang that trellis shit.
Yep.
Going all the way in it, all the way around it, up this side, and basically almost close it in part way. But it's going to be up off the ground. And we'll only need one step there. If it's 12 inches high, we put a step at that 6 inches.
Yeah.
Half the distance. And we can make it a bigger platform.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. I am going to tell you...
Do them like Bill Murray with the... Holy shit! He was dropping dynamite down in there. Oh my God.
Yeah, but Frank, all kidding aside, I know you don't mind the animals. I mean, we're the same way. But honestly, groundhog holes are very dangerous because
if you
somebody can snap an ankle, break their legs,
break a leg.
Whatever. I mean, you got to be careful with that.
Yeah, my mom's ex-boyfriend had sit there and was pushing the lawnmower out in the backyard there.
Yeah.
Right down the road here. And he sunk this far down through the ground because of a gopher hole.
Groundhog.
Yeah, groundhog. You know, a good 12, no, what was it? 19 inches? It was a deep hole. It must have been the actual den part of it.
Yeah.
But they dug it out so bad that it almost broke his leg.
You got to remember, folks, we live in Pennsylvania, where the most famous animal in
Frank.
In the world lives, Punxsutawney Phil. He's the weather groundhog. Everybody in the world knows who he is. So Pennsylvanians know their groundhogs.
He's hawk food.
Yeah, Pennsylvanians, though, we know our groundhogs. See, Arcane's not a true Pennsylvanian. He's an import. So he doesn't
What the fuck?
He doesn't know as much about it.
Dude! What the fuck? Where did that come from? Oh, Arcade, he don't know shit about that, man. No, nah. He's an import. What the fuck? I know, right? I mean, he's got some fucking snappers, son. Actually, exactly. She called me an import. Actually, before I came here, yes, I was living in California. Yes, I was. I was living up there very close to that Emerald Triangle, should you say. I was living in a little place called Redding, California, just south of Eureka. So, yeah.
But you were born in Arizona.
Yeah, I was born in Phoenix.
He's been all over the place. Not like me. I've been nowhere.
I'm like that. What was it? Don Henley in the 80s? You were born in a city, concrete under your feet. Yeah, I was born that way, but I'll tell you what, man. I love the mountains. I love them. Yeah, I seen it on a map. I've never lived in Florida or Georgia, but back in the day when Bob Seger came out with Shame on the Moon, I drove from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, on Interstate 10, out through fucking Alabama, into Pensacola, fucking Florida, just to watch fucking Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. And then I drove back.
Yeah.
I had no choice.
I did take a 2-week vacation with my dad and my mom and my Aunt Izzy. And we drove from Pennsylvania to California and back, seeing all the major sites along the way. And we stopped in Phoenix to visit my uncle.
Yeah.
But yep, we spent 2 weeks driving across the United States and back, and that's gonna forever be a good memory.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
But I've been down to Virginia and for, the historical places, but
yeah, but some states now, man, if I go to drive through them, before I even get next to their border, I got to have enough money to buy enough 5-gallon gas cans, okay, to fill up that trunk.
Yeah, some of the gas prices.
No, that way I can get it all filled up, because certain states like Illinois, I don't want to stop for gas.
Oh.
I just want to keep fucking going. I'm only stopping to piss.
I have actually lived in 3 states. Born and raised in Pennsylvania, small town.
I'll drive through Ohio,
Then
Michigan. That ain't no big deal.
I lived in Rochester, New York for about a year and a half. About 2 years. And then Arcane and I moved to Michigan for about 2 years, and we couldn't wait to get back. So
yeah, then we saw this here house right here that we're in now on Facebook Marketplace, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's why it's on Facebook Marketplace, and that's how we end up getting this house.
Exactly, man. You got to keep fucking moving. You know, you can't take a chance at sitting still for any fucking period of time. You know, like me, if I get too tired, it's like, dude, you're taking over. I don't care. You're driving. I'm not doing this.
Yeah. Now, my sister,
Thank you. I'll take a cigarette, please.
My sister now winters in Georgia. She leaves Pennsylvania and goes.
Dottie.
Yeah, my sister Dolly.
Dolly.
She goes to Georgia for the winter.
Hey, son of Odin Seed. How you doing? Brett Blankenship. How you doing, brother? Salute. Man, now that dude's a fucking legend right there, man.
Son of Odin.
Son of Odin Seed.
Everybody talks about your strains and everything. Someday we'll get some.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to. What do you think, there, Canada Dog? Huh? Yeah, I think so too. That's right.
That's another thing I've been doing this morning, taking care of a little bit of business. Kind of my Miss Amy's Creations is overflowing into the canna world, so I have jams to get in the mail today. I gotta ship some out.
Yeah. Oh, hey, here's a dog tip for everybody. Okay, and I just learned this today, and it makes a lot of sense. A lot of you seen how many times whenever I would get up and I would move, how he would jump right into my seat, right where I was. Okay? I found out that this here holds 2 purposes, and you can always tell which purpose it is. If your dog is laying there and they're coiled up asleep, it's because that's where they feel safe and secure. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that today. And here's another thing I learned about it. If they're sitting there and they're sitting up and they're watching, or if they're laying down and their head's up, they are protecting the throne as they see it. Oh, that's cool as shit, Singro. Hello, Dad's Tent. How you doing? This? Nah. that is crisscross filters or tubes. Crisscross tobacco. And a rolling machine.
Mhm.
And what I hate about a lot of this tobacco, and it fucking sucks, man, is sometimes it tastes like you're smoking weed. Other times, it tastes like cloves. That's that same thing I roll.
Yeah, sometimes you just get that really bad tasting cigarette.
Yeah, sometimes, man, it can leave that foul taste in your mouth for sure. You know, it definitely can do that. Yeah, I would actually love to try to grow some tobacco, man, just to see how that is. And then figure out how to, dry it properly. I think we'd have to get like them clothing racks that fold out. Okay. Get those and have it drooping over it and set it outside. We can put it on top of that there that four-wheel dolly thingy.
Yeah.
We can put it on top of there. We can use your clothes rack if you ain't using it for the sales.
Drying it's not the hard part.
Damn. Congratulations. I like it when it tastes foul. It makes me want to quit it even more.
Yeah,
I've had a lot of them thoughts.
It doesn't work. I that's the one thing I do wish I could just quit.
Oh, I bet, Brett. Man, they fucking and it ain't the tobacco itself that's addictive. It's the nicotine that they hit it with. And spray it with. That's the part that's addicting. It's like I can walk away from friggin' everything, man, but cigarettes? Dude, that's my fucking kryptonite. If I was Superman, that's my kryptonite. I'm dead. I'm done in the water. Exactly. Singro, it is hard as fuck to try to walk away. I mean, because once you start walking away, man, you better be prepared to rip down every bit of your wall, shit that's on your walls, get it all ripped down, because you're gonna have to scrub them walls, get that all taken care of, put a brand new coat of paint over everything, because you want that tobacco smell out. You want it gone. I know it seems like that, Dad's tent. Exactly. Shantex. Yeah, that's all that fucking nicotine, man. And just think, anything in your house that is porous, it's going to absorb all of that. Hey, man, you can do it. I mean, you've come that fucking far, dude. Yeah, man, you're gonna win this, bearded. You got this cake ate up, man. It's gone. The only thing that's left of you doing to it is basically scraping off the rest of frosting off the edges of everything, man, getting that last bit of yummies. That's like, I can't believe it, man. I fucking basically walked away from alcohol. You know, that back in the day, I never thought I'd do that. You know, so it's like I can sit here and have a fifth of whiskey here, fifth of tequila, and I ain't gonna sit there and just pound it up. We got tequila that's what, 12 days old from the first, and it's still half full. Brad, I'm too damn old to quit now. You know, Frank, I used to think that same shit. Okay? Most of the men in my family never made it basically past what, 55 years of age at the oldest. Nah. When you start believing that, then you start welcoming and anticipating that by that time, that's going to be around your passing. Nah, you're bringing a curse upon yourself. Step away from that, man. You're better than that. When it's your time, period. It doesn't matter. But yeah, man, don't help it happen, brother. Look around you. What do you got? I bet you got a lot. Family, friends, a muttley like me, maybe cats, some fish. Always something better. Always something better. I can relate with you, Dad's tent. I really could. Because my great grandmother and great grandfather were coming from Ireland, from the parish of Mayo, trying to escape the potato famine and shit like that. And my grandfather was born in Canada right before my great grandmother and great grandfather got their citizenship into the United States. So technically, my dad was first generation Irish here, and I'm second generation. So I understand about the alcohol thing. Exactly, Brett. Yeah, he does. He does, Singro. He does this to me in bed, too. I mean, I sleep right here, you know, and this toad will come in, jump on me right down here at my feet, pin me down, and then I got a cat on me up here, and another one sitting here purring at me. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, man, it's like I know some Italians and Sicilians that had very high diabetes and shit. Mainly because of all the pastas and stuff like that. Hey, buddy, you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? I'll tell you what time it is. Time for you to get the fuck up off me so I can get this pipe heated up. Yeah. Here, get up. Raise up. Now Dad's got to go wash his hands before touching this pipe. You gonna do it yet?
No. I'll be honest with you, I'm just not feeling my best this morning, so.
Okay. Alright, no problem. I was only asking. I'm going here to get a towel. Talk to the people till I come back.
Yeah, Frank, I know all about diabetes. I've been type 1 diabetic for, just under 40 years now. So, I'm the only person in my family that was ever diagnosed as juvenile. And then the doctors are basically saying that's what my kids are now, that even though they didn't develop it till their 30s.
Don't want to get water and alcohol mixed.
Nah.
It's kind of like having a mixed drink. It just don't go together. Yeah, he said it is tough, Frank.
Yeah.
Slide over, buddy.
I mean, I've been lucky. I have a lot of side effects from it, but I don't have kidney disease, and I haven't lost eyesight because of it. I have had to have injections in my eyes because of it, but nothing that affected
Leo. Lay down.
Permanently my vision.
Well, that's good that it, hasn't affected you like that as of yet.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I've been lucky with it. Some people don't.
I'll tell you what, man, I ain't diabetic or nothing. All right, I'm not. I can eat shit that'd make a billy goat puke. And never once have, high sugars, nothing like that. But diabetes there's times with her that it has scared the shit out of me. Okay? Babe, do you want to tell the story?
No, you got it.
Because it's actually a little better when you tell it.
Which one?
I don't know. How about you foaming at the mouth? Because
well, I only know what you told me.
Anyways, I seen that Amy was acting quite not herself and shit, and she was sitting up on the bed and everything, and she was like just starting to, like, eyes were kind of like starting to roll back in the head and shit. And so I grabbed her, laid her down on the bed and shit, made her comfortable, and I called 911 right off the bat. And I let them know that she was diabetic and shit like that. And they said, well, where is she at? And I said, well, she's on the bed right now. And they said to get her off the bed and onto the floor. This way her body is completely horizontal with the floor. All right. So I did that and shit. And they said, do you know how to give chest compressions? I didn't know a damn thing about how to do chest compressions except for what I seen on TV. So that's exactly what I started doing. And come to find out that if I didn't do that, she would have died on me that day. Because she was already foaming at the mouth and, shit like that. I had to give her CPR. First time I ever performed any of that kind of shit. Never been trained. But that's what scared the hell out of me, is when you see your loved one. That's the hard part. Sorry, I was just trying to keep my composure. Because, it does have a profound effect on you when your whole world is right there. And it gives you an entire new meaning to what life really is and what's more important. So if I took what I went through and I put myself in the position of somebody who does have diabetes, what they may go through, man, I can just imagine how scared they. How scared they may be.
Yeah, I've been riddled with health issues, but I don't know. When they said I needed the fifth and sixth spine surgery, I was like, nope, nope, nope. But I am now, the pain's getting worse. So I'm now contemplating it. But I'm going to a whole new surgical center. Totally different than I've been to before I make any decisions this time. There aren't too many places around here that'll even touch me, so.
No, you've had too many surgeries and they're afraid to do them again. You know, you got to start having massive specialists to come in because of the way your nerves are and
Yeah.
the surgeries you have had.
Yeah. And then another concern is the second surgery, I got MRSA on my spinal cord and didn't know it and went septic. That's 21 days I lost.
Yeah, that scared the shit out of me when that happened.
But
see, and you say I never pay attention to you.
but so a lot of them don't want you. They say I have to be in a major hospital to have anything done now, so.
It was fun. And at the very beginning of us noticing she had MRSA, not knowing it at the time, at first I would pick on her. Because she'd sit there and start talking, and then she'd just like,
Yeah.
like, wait, what?
It was just drunk words. I mean,
Yeah, it was just
it made no
gibberish.
sense.
And then it just started getting progressively worse and worse. And I'm like, wait a minute, man. This ain't normal. This is not fucking right. Before I can put it off to, speaking too fast and you messed up a word or two. It happens. I can see that. I can understand that. But then when it happens every single word and it sounds like you're talking in a foreign language and it's nothing but gibberish, it's time to call the doctors. So once again, 21 days later, she gets to come home.
Now it's 23 days in the hospital.
Either way.
But I only remember about 3 or 4 days. I didn't know I was gone that long. And 3 months of IV antibiotics at home.
Oh, I love doing that. That shit was banging. I enjoyed doing it, man. That was fun as fuck.
Yeah, I haven't. Shingles kind of scares me. I remember when my grandmother had them.
That's going to be a pain you don't want to have.
Yeah.
That's like having severe psoriasis, but worse.
Yeah. And I have a friend that got shingles.
Go, everybody.
Got shingles on his face, and it destroyed the nerves. His face drooped for the rest of his life.
Quit.
Yeah, Frank, I don't know how he can smoke that much of it at one time. He doesn't do it too often, but he does.
Oh, what?
He said that was a big booger.
That's about dead. Dude, I can deal with what you're saying with the psoriasis. I get it real bad on the knees, elbows, my lower back. And you gotta fucking cover that shit with some hydrocortisone. That shit sucks. Yeah. Yeah, I think I used to think it was because of stress and hard water. That the reason why I had it, on the scalp. But now I don't get it now. I got far less hair. So I don't even get it now on the head.
And you haven't had it on your back, Bad.
And I haven't had it on my back, in years. That's why I'm sitting there thinking, wait a minute, man. What am I doing different? To where I'm not having it on my head. My elbows ain't hardly ever getting it. My knee has actually cleared up quite a bit. I mean, hell yeah. That was all fucking scabbed up. Yeah, I got... Look, those are some bone white legs, son. I hope you had your sunglasses on. Gastric bypass 15 years ago. I was almost 600 pounds for 10. Damn, son. Degenerative disc disease. Dude, that's a hard fucking 3 words to say in a row.
Yeah, that's what my dad had from driving truck. I have spinal stenosis.
See, I don't know too much about spinal cirrhosis, but even that word sounds like fucked up to say. And I'd be like Jeff Dunham and calling it spinal scoliosis or some shit like that. How did he say
it? He ended up with poliosis.
Yeah, we came up with poliosis.
Yeah.
That's it. Have you guys ever watched any Jeff Dunham? And that's only the physical. On to the mental.
Mm-hmm.
Come here. Let me show you something. El penny on the stick. Yeah. That has about killed my wife. Be careful, long-term effects from that can kill you.
Oh, from the gastric bypass.
Oh, okay.
Once you have it, it's lifelong terror to make sure you don't screw things up.
Ah, see, I didn't know that.
And a lot of people end up with malnutrition issues.
Okay. Yeah, see, I just learned something new. I didn't even know that. Well, that's good, Frank. Hell yeah, man. Thank God, man. That's a step in the right direction, man. You're doing better now. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Always forward, never back. Well, I can imagine that would have to take a lot more time for it to be shed away.
Well, and the skin, eventually, they just have to cut a lot off. They have to cut your extra skin off because it can, in itself, become a health issue because you end up with so much over your skin overlapping.
Well, that would fucking suck.
Yeah.
See, I'm as dumb as a box of fucking rocks, man, because I didn't know that. I didn't. I didn't know that they would have to do surgeries on some cases.
Yeah. They have to.
No, I literally figured that it would just fucking eventually melt away type shit.
Nope. Your skin, once it's stretched, it never returns.
That ain't good.
No. And
Okay.
not everybody
Alright.
has skin removed, but for a lot of people, that is very medically necessary.
Damn. Taking iron and calcium every single day.
Right. That's malnutrition is an issue after it. Yep.
See, the iron, I'd have no problem because I can eat raw spinach leaves every day.
And see, for me,
But not a lot at a time, though, because I would be eating it every day and I don't want to get no kidney stones.
yeah, my problem is my body doesn't absorb iron. I can't take iron pills. They're useless.
Well, hey, Brett, man, our prayers go out to her, man, sincerely.
Yeah, Frank, I'm surprised they haven't
That's
had you get the skin removal yet. Because that's a lot. Especially if it's causing physical problems.
I reached over and grabbed the rolling machine so that this way I didn't interrupt my wife talking.
Yeah, cause her to have brittle bones from the lack of, yep.
See, I think I make up for that because it's like as soon as we get a fresh gallon of milk in the house, no matter what,
Oh yeah, you gonna.
I have to get my glass of milk out of it.
Wow, that's expensive, Frank. I know it's most of the time it is elective, but you would think if it's causing you physical harm that you could, you know, if you could get the right doctor to push it, maybe they do it.
Right.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, and by the way, folks, tonight I'll probably be making a little video of this here River Market slushy getting put down inside some cocoa choir. And then going into the tent with its brother and or sister, which is another River Market slushy, plus going in with 2 auto flowers that are regulars that are what? 37th parallel. Alrighty then. And 2 regular photo periods of what, babe? What is it, woman?
I forget now. Quirk.
Northern Quarks. Yeah, yeah. Babe, why don't you jump over here so I take him out?
Okay.
All right. Then when we get back, we'll say goodbye to all of our friends and all of our
Company. M-I-C-K.
M-O-U-S-E.
Enough.
Let's go. Come on.
Hey, he gets crazy.
Down.
Nah.
Sit. Sit.
It's been nice though being in the community.
Come here.
These dogs are crazy. At one point we had 5 of them. Now we don't. We lost most of them. I don't know where the cats are. Usually there's a cat around here somewhere. But yeah, we have our 2 kitties and our dog now, and that's it. Oh, you're gonna go get the shot. Yeah, I had those. I tried about everything, but with diabetes, that also limits some of the injections you can take because you can't have any steroids. So that gets hard. But, yeah, as I said, I'm sorry. I'm just not, I don't know, feeling my best today. Bit tired. So I'm glad that I've got some help coming this afternoon. I can have her help me get some jams packaged up to ship out, and yeah, that'll be my plan. This is new for me. I've only mailed out jams a couple of times, so I'm hoping this all works out well. Usually it's just t-shirts, but and I do make t-shirts and all that kind of stuff too, so
Yeah, it just depends at which show when you go to them that if they sell there or not.
right.
You've had a few failures at a few of the shows, but then you've had a lot of, skyrockets, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, it's Easter. It's coming. My next goal is to get started on my filled Easter eggs and bunnies. So I got candy to make.
Yep.
That's my next thing.
And of course that means I start to gain weight.
Yep.
Because I'm the taster. If it don't taste right, no. Redo it.
Yep.
Sometimes you don't like it when I do that.
Oh, I don't. I mean, I'd rather know than not know. So, okay.
All right, folks. Well, we're going to say goodbye. We thank you guys all for joining us from Leonidas.
Miss Amy's Grow 420.
And me, I'm Arcane Buds 420. And I'm glad you guys all were here. It's been beautiful to share experiences.
Yeah.
Smoke some bowls, man.
Yep.
And
And thoughts and prayers are going out to everyone who is having their medical issues, of course.
Yes, Brett. Oh, big old Leonidas. Synchro, yes. You have a good day. God bless each and every one of you. And it's all about the grow. Alrighty then.